Hi, dear friends. In my previous lecture, we have seen the introduction about the poet, Indian English poet P.K. Paddy. You know, he was a petroleum geologist in ONGC, India, and he adopted haiku poetry, Japanese haiku poetry, which has 3 to 4 lines and consisting mainly images and written in a free verse. How beautiful, I would like to remind you, is the poem. There is a characteristics of Paddy's typical kind of writing poetry, including imagination, romantic imagination, as well as his inclination towards spiritual and metaphysical life, dimensions of life. We can easily see the spiritual appearance, his spiritual thoughts, his metaphysical dimensions of life in this poem. Now, we are going to see line by line the poem. How beautiful. You can just understand what kind of imagination he has set in his poem. If birds could talk, if birds could talk, trees could walk with us. In general, tree cannot move from its place. Birds cannot talk, but he imagines. Paddy imagines. If birds could talk, trees could walk with us. Flowers could express their cause of smile. When we see flowers, we generally feel better. We generally feel joyful. We generally feel happy. Here is the imagination expressed that flower always smiles. Flowers could express their cause of smile. Yes, flower also could talk and give the cause of its smile. Spring could speak its desire. Spring is a very beautiful season. And in spring we feel quite better than summer. But what exactly spring feels? If spring could express his desire in words and meaning of song to the rocks, waves could stop for a while. Waves in the sea. There are many waves in the sea. There are big waves in the sea. If all these waves stop for a while, for a fraction of a second, we could have some words with them. If all these things are able to move from one place, able to speak with us, able to express the cause of their smile. We could have some words with them. We could have speak with them. We could have understand the feelings of them. This is the first stanza. Nobody could, I think, imagine that kind of a feeling that if bird could talk. If the bird could talk with us, what it will say? What will our reaction on his saying? So this imagination makes him more metaphysical poet. This cannot be happened in our day-to-day life. We just can observe all these things. Tree cannot move from one place to another. So this is the metaphysical kind of thinking or imaginations expressed here in this poem, in the first stanza of the poem. Then second stanza is, silence could spell out its aim of being a saint. If there is a silence, you cannot express a single word. Silence itself is a saint here. Silence could spell out its aim of being a saint. That is, silence could express his being silent. Past could return and open its petal afresh. Sometimes we feel that if we could be a child, or we could go in our past life and experience all the same days, all the same experiences once again in our life. We always think about that. That could not happen because once the time passes, we cannot recall, we cannot remember. You can remember, but you cannot recall the time once again. There is no time machine that can send you into the past or into the future. Past could return and open its petals afresh. Means recall your memories once again. What happened in your past life? Graveyard could wake up after the sunrise and chat with us. There is slightly saddish kind of a shade to its meaning. Graveyard could wake up. Many men died, many women died during many years. And all are still there in the graveyard. If all these lives once again wake up or start after the sunrise and chat with us, all these lives come to us and chat with us that what happened in the past, that experience will be a different one definitely in our life. That will definitely guide us how to behave in future. So all these birds, trees, graveyards, spring, waves, silence, all these things have something to express, but they can't. Only man can express, because man has developed a way of expression which is a limited one. Man is a single living being, but there are many living beings who are unable to express their thoughts, their feelings, just like animals, just like trees. So this spiritual kind of thinking aroused in this beautiful poem by P.K. Paddy. He also guides us to think differently. He also suggests to take care of all these things. He also expresses deep sense of gratitude towards all these things, because he feels that they have something to say, and we must listen their unspoken feelings. We must be able to listen their deep sense of expressions which they cannot express. Thank you very much.